Hello, my suction cleaner chums, how are you today? Today we have some modern content for us. A Dyson Dc40 Mark 1, which is mine. I got this yesterday from somebody at work who it broke on them. They bought a new one and asked me if I would like it. So for the grand total of £0 with a DC40 Mark II box, which is quite nice, I'm hoping to fit a turbo power in there for storage, I have a fully complete DC40 Mark I with only a couple of little issues which I shall expand upon later. And once I fixed it, it all worked very well. The problem was, if I lay it down, when I got the message, he said, oh, it doesn't know when it's on the carpet or when it's on the tools. And yes, sure enough, when I tested it out yesterday when I got it, I think it was Monday when I got it, the suction was only out the hose at all times. It didn't matter where it was. And the changeover valve wasn't moving. Obviously that bit flips down depending on where it goes. Most people probably are more familiar with a DC40 than me. This is an era that I am not familiar with. So I had a look and couldn't see anything alright. There was a cable poking down there and I thought, that's odd there being a cable. Then I looked a bit further, there was a wacky great big wooden cocktail stick, thick job. And you can see the hole where it exited. Not too fussed about that, that'll glue up. But it jammed itself in, so no matter where the machine was, the changeover valve wasn't working, so I had that out and it worked perfectly. And now, I don't know if I can position the camera. God, is that horrible. So flimsy. Let's take this off. Come on, turn your sod. There we go, we can see now, if I manipulate the wheel, look, you can see that little hose there, look, there you go, it changes, hence why it's called a changeover valve. Oh, I can't do it by hand, come on. Oh, it's not going to play ball, is it? Stupid modern Dyson. Excuse the cracking sounds, it's very creaky and... There we go. That's what it wasn't doing. So that now works marvellously. While we're here, we'll have a check of the filter, which is not too good, not too bad, I'll be honest. Certainly got plenty of life left in it, all of this bit's fine. Whatever that does, I don't know really, I've not had one of these before. The newest machine I had was that DC39 that I got for 15 quid. And that was basically just a DC08 with a ball. So, yes. Very nice indeed. Let me stand it up. I'll show you the other little issue it has, which is it gets a bit drunk. And that's because what I have been informed is the yoke pivot lock has snapped. Obviously that should be a bit of plastic that sits where my finger sits and obviously stops it from wobbling about. So bit of a shame that's broken until I emailed Dyson and found out that it is a late 2013 machine. It's still got a warranty left, so they're going to get in touch with me. Didn't obviously say that I collected vacuum cleaners or any of that gumph. It's just me Hoover. I like me Hoover, and it broke, so they're going to come and replace that bit for me. Whether they replace the whole thing or that bit, I really don't know, and I'll be honest, I really don't care, because obviously I'm going to strip it all apart. This will become a refurb thread on Manchester Vax at some point, but since they're going to replace it, I'm not going to touch it at all. Just use it. So the refurb thread will have to wait. We have a look under this incredibly flimsy... God, look at that, that's terrible. I bet we can pull that right off if we wanted to. That's how I pulled out the cocktail stick in the end, because it was down there. It's all very dusty. Look at how well the cyclone works. I mean, the bin's quite full. I did run it round my mum's yesterday though, so some of that's probably going to be her dirt. Filter, however, is pretty spotless, so it's been well maintained. I mean, I'll wash that more. You can take that. I've done a few night services on these. You can take that a bit more apart and give it a good old soaking. Lots of hair there. It's just a bit used, really. It's only 4 years old. The other thing I had to do was, if I just remove this, and this is what I've done a lot of through normal Dyson repair, declogging all of that, and that was blocked absolutely solid. And I want to try and get some of the hair off the brush roll, but I think I'm going to need a screwdriver to do that, so we can't do that today, I'm afraid, unless I can pull bits of it out, which I can't really be bothered to do at the minute too much, so we might just leave that alone. But yeah, you can see it's lovely. Look at that, good old Dyson build quality there. So I didn't put this back on right the first time I did it, and it leaked suction everywhere. There we go, 1, 2, done. Oh, there we go. We can see the broken bits apart a bit more now. Because Dyson wouldn't sell one to me. Obviously, I played it simple and said, "Oh, and if you post a part out, I'll fit it." They went, "Oh no, it's a non-user replaceable part," which we all know is probably bollocks. But then is it? Because I imagine you've got to take quite a lot of this apart to get to that little bit there. I've seen a picture of it, and it is just a little plastic with a string on it. But I imagine it's quite involved to get it apart, so we shall see what the Dyson man does, and that's not gone on properly. Don't think I can do this bit one-handed. There we go. So, while you're on the floor, let's drop the cable. Looking at the fantastic quality, but then I haven't heard many reports of these breaking on any of the newer ones. My DC50 was the same, 75, so it's probably okay. The hose is clean but not clean, if that makes sense. I have seen worse. Let's get rid of all of this dirt before we go too far. If I take the hose off, I'm going to pop you down. Let me line you up to do this bit. And I'll take the hose off, get the upholstery tool, which has both of its litter pickers, and we'll just get this cleaned up. There we go, it makes the sound of the DC25 makes when the post motor seal needs a bit of attention. I'm just popping the wand back on and we'll give it a quick go. It does work remarkably well, I shall give it that. There we go. yeah, it all works as it should, really. Tell you what might be a bit of a laugh. Look, there's lots of deep pile rugs in. This is Eva's room at my mum's. Look, there's the Vax back here. Ooh, leading a bit of an empty mother. It does well on this. This is very deep pile. This is. It doesn't seem to clamp itself to the carpet. I'll be honest. I've had better ceiling vacuums, but obviously it probably is utterly filthy and needs a full strip down. Can't vacuum in here because there's no carpet. This is sort of. These are all the boxes that I collected to post stuff out. There's the box for the machine that they replaced that one with. Somewhere. It came from Argos, costed £200 apparently for a DC40 Mark II. I don't know if that, here we go, I don't know if that's good or bad. There you go, DC40 ERP 700 watts, so an EU machine. There's Mum's Henry Nook. Come on here, this is a sneak peek for you. You haven't seen this yet. Because I need to fit the hose end and the plug. I've not touched that since I've got it. A nice constellation. There's the contour, waiting for me to do something with it. There's the the DC01 breakthrough. Really got to get some machines done and sold or packed away. Getting a little bit silly now. I'll get moaned at soon. So yes. But anyway, I'm digressing here. I have a very nice DC40, my most modern Dyson ever. Quite looking forward to stripping this down and doing a Manchester vac thread on it, just because I don't like stripping down other people's machines first. I like to do my own. If I break that whilst taking it apart, I won't really mind as much because it will still have value in parts, and obviously I'll have learned something. Obviously I'll hope to get it back together and probably sell it once it's done, but I'm going to have a little bit of fun with it first. I do have a plan. I shall tell you of the plan another day, just because I'm not doing it now. But yes, the first look, pre-refurb, you can see it's utterly filthy, of a DC40. I did tell the guy from work when I fixed it, look, Dave, do you want it back? Because it was just, I showed him the bit of wood, it's in one of the bins in the office now. And he went, no, it's fine. They're quite wealthy people, I'll be honest. He's a sales director. He's married to my boss's boss's boss, our department director. They're not short of a couple of pounds. £200 on a vacuum cleaner's like me spending £2 on a pie. Then it's just nothing really. So I've got this. It'll be sold eventually, but we'll have it apart first. I'll do a Manchester vac thread on it, but I'll wait for Dyson to fix it first, just so they don't say, oh, you've had this apart. And yes. So, thank you very much for watching this modern video. Certainly feels a bit odd making a video about it. I don't know much about these, so I can't really tell you the history. Oh, it was born on the 17th of September 2013 and made in Malaysia. There's only so much you can say. That's why I prefer the vintage ones. But you got to do what you got to do when you collect anything. One must never say no to anything for free, especially not a free modern Dyson that is probably still worth about 200 quid new. Well, it is, because you can buy the new ones now. It'll certainly sell itself second hand. So, for now, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.